Hello, comrades, and welcome back once again to Neuve Revergrad. It's been the last episode. I went down my list before this one, and we got one thing checked off the list, which was just taking that train I had already brought and getting him over to Moscow. So hopefully we can actually get some of our tasks that were on the list completed. And that's not totally true because if you watched the very end of the last episode and followed the name of the title, we did get some busing going here. So I didn't take it off the list because I kind of want to check to make sure that this whole little scheme of busing students into Farminsky is actually working. Look at that. So that's good. We got lots of people coming here to go to school. So hopefully that works as expected. We'll come back to that, though, just for the sake of getting other things done. I think there's something else we could get off of our list reasonably quickly. Let's hope. I don't know. Do we even have a construction? Yeah, we do have construction crews down here that are pretty much done. I haven't moved them because, well, we just didn't have that many other places for them to work. But we could talk about getting more stuff going on in Bricksville if it's not already. But if you notice, we have a lot of no electricity symbols over here. And it's because this passenger loop is completely isolated. And I was kind of eyeing things up, and I think we're pretty much done with designing railroad tracks down here. And I gave it a little bit of thought where we would put this thing. I want it to be fairly close to this substation, because why not? And I think we have all the other electricity we're done. So what I think we need to do is come in here and just put in an electrical substation for this. Now, how big is this thing? Just a railroad electrical connection, just to get an idea. I don't delete more than I have to, or at least not much more than I have to. I would think that would be a decent amount, right? And it doesn't. We're going to need to get a construction crew in here. That sort of brings up a whole nother subject, doesn't it? Well, let's plop this guy in. And I think it's going to be awful difficult to get that rail construction over here. Like, I could build tracks and all that, but I think I'm just going to do it a little cheaty. All right, we'll just get that attached and pay for it. Yeah, let's see. I don't think I'm going to be building any other tracks around the map. So there we go. So that's done. Now, yeah, this road, I would like to get it. Yeah, I think what I'd like to do is get the road over to here. Get our wireframe on and look at what we're dealing with. Right, like if we were to just come up and around. Okay, we can't flatten that, but you'll let me build it, so that's good enough. And then let's... Right, a little bit goofy, but better, in some ways, I think better than having a bridge. And then let's start from this end. Yeah, you know what, actually, I want to get rid of this little bit that I just put in. Around to there, and then I can I level? No, you don't like that too much. It doesn't take that long. Level over to like here. Might as well do the same thing and make that look a little nicer. Just want to keep it a little bit away from the tracks. Plus, I want it to be like right into like there, be leveled. It's kind of a steep. You're really fighting me there, aren't you? There we go. Now we should be able to go a little further with it. It's a little bit down from the railroad track, but I guess I'm okay with that. And then we'll just come like straight out here. It's pretty straight. That, and then just delete. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Right, so we'll have this road coming around here. Yeah, let's take you. Right. You know what I'm going to do? This hasn't been built at all. Let's just delete that so we don't get an extra. I don't know if you were building on that yet or not, but. So then, this doesn't need to be much of a road. I assume these things can burn down, and yeah, we'll have to see, but I would probably just see, can I get a, yeah, we'll just get that guy connected up, and then let's see if we can assign this guy, oops, let's commit to those things. Can we assign you to this end? Yeah, and then let's assign this other guy to this end. Oops, right up here. Good. So that'll get, you know, we'll have a road and then we'll build this thing. There's no real hurry until we get ready to fire this up, but I think that might be, you know, we kind of have this mess here. Can I get to that? Oh yeah, that's why I was working around this way, because I can build that back in. Yeah. Does that make sense? Like, in other words, they can go all the way around and come back in and then do these two. So let's get these guys assigned to this, and then we have 4 trains down here, so I think it's time to, oh, it doesn't connect. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can go to there. Yeah, so we could start building this down that way. Hopefully that does, I mean, I know I'm asking for problems, but yeah, we don't have any prefab panels. It would be nice if these trains would sit there and wait without going out, without like very little, but yeah, and I'm definitely asking for like train jam ups there, but at least we'll get some more things done. Okay, so there we go. So that's, I'm gonna officially, well, yeah, we're gonna cross that off of the list just so I can get it off. I mean, I think it'll be fine. One way or the other, it's assigned. We should get it built. We have to come back down. So where the heck was it? Oh, electric to clothing passenger train. There we go. Very good. All right, so now let's take a look at another thing that we looked at in the last episode, is getting a car dealership down here. So look, it's very, very close. So because it's so close, you know, let's leave that shrunken. Come back here in a second. When we look at, yeah, let's look at our, yeah, well, I guess we just really need one. So our trucks are coming into here and they're picking up vehicles. So, and are they waiting? Yeah. Not you. I just don't want them riding back and forth. So is that 3 separate vehicles, or is that? Yeah, so that's 3 already coming to get the blue cars. How many do we have coming to get red cars? 2. So let's send them. Yeah, let's send this guy to here to load up on cars. And at least that'll get something, I hope, flowing. Oops, we can use this. Good, it's done, completed. Very good. All right, so then you're going to unload your cars. And wait. Now, I'm hoping. So we'll come back to this and check on that. But the big thing about this is that Okay, you know the other thing okay. The big thing about this, let me say one thing at a time instead of mashing a whole bunch of thoughts into one huge paragraph, is to get cars over to here. Now, we don't need university educated people, you know, and I can't really direct them to go work there, but what we do want to do is say, yeah, so we can only prefer unit basic or higher. Okay, what else do we have? Prefer younger? I don't know if it matters. Yeah, I guess so. Government loyalty, yeah, prefer higher. Occupancy of car parks less than 50%. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided on that. Well, let's just see how this goes. So we got an open haul heading down to there. How are we doing up here? We're not heading down to there, but hopefully heading to pick up trucks. What I'm hoping is that these guys sort of... One of these guys is just going to be heading out to here, so... Like, hopefully we get a little bit of prioritization around the ones that are going to the car dealers. So we'll have to see. Otherwise, I might take... Until we get plenty of cars in Energy Desk, maybe I should... This is what? Yeah, you know what? Let's take this guy... There's no way to force him to unload, is there? Can I... Okay, so you can't unload back into here. Yeah, it would be nice if I could just force him to unload. It would also be nice if I could set this guy to have the priority. But why don't we... I'm just going to take this guy... And just for now, until... that's a construction office. Just going to send him there, even though he's got cars in him. And that should let this guy get the priority of cars. So we'll ship out a few less cars here. And hopefully that'll work out, at least until we get cars set down to the other city and we get that going. Does that... I hope that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so how are we doing on our covered hauls? We made one more. Let's take him out of there and put him in here. So we only have 2 extra covered hauls at this point. We'll let them make a few more, but then I think I want to... Well, we'll see. We'll see what's... look, this guy... Okay, so we had an extra tractor. You can always sell off these vehicles if they're, quote, truly extra. Didn't I send a vehicle over to here? Yeah, I think I sent another tractor over to here. He's probably just taking forever and a day to get there. But, oh, no. I'm sorry. Let's go catch that guy before he gets too far and I lose track of him. I don't want him to go to there. I want him to go all the way down to that other depot. That's what I did. Yeah, so where... There he is. I knew he couldn't have got too far too fast. That's right. We're going to put spare tractors... in this depot down here, spare farm equipment. There you go. Switch over to that one. Students doing pretty well. Now the real test is going to be, do we get enough students? Look, we only have 7. Yeah, that's a problem. We need to get... Now, do we have a lot here, say? Well, we have enough. Do we have... Yeah, we only have 50, so let's shift a few educated from farming ski. And this is not a building that was assigned to work in the university. Like, we had assigned some of these to work in the university. Yeah, we probably could take some regular people and just get more in here. But we're doing okay. We'll just keep an eye on it. There's a lot of people seem to... feel like that everybody should get a... Like, Antonio made a comment about our university would not be big enough for all of the people in Bricksville here. So we only have one university someplace. Where the heck is it? It's kind of hard. Oh, there it is. And I'm fine with not everyone being educated. Like, it doesn't... Really, it's almost like I just don't think it makes any difference if they're all educated, as long as you have enough of them to work in the schools, right? Like, or hospitals, or wherever else you might need educated in your area. Like, in other words, if everyone doesn't get a college degree, it's fine. Like, that's not, I don't know, unless you just really, that's a, principle of yours that you want to get them all educated. It's just not necessary to have a thriving town. It just, you need enough people to be school teachers at that point. Now there is something, I think we have another school down here, or no? Yeah, school. We don't have a hospital, and we don't have a firehouse over here. I had written down we need to get a firehouse, but we probably want to get at least a firehouse that we think would cover up this way pretty well, right? So I'm thinking that we end up putting one where we'd have to bus people. Now there's no real good road out of here, so I would think that what we need to do is maybe even hijack them being able to come off of one of these train stations. Right? Like if we put it like it on this hill here. Wow, the problem with that hill is I might want to get conveyors across there. If I put it all the way down here, I think it would be too far from one of the train stations. Where's our next train station? That's getting kind of too far out of the center. Yeah, I kind of want it near this train station somehow, where I don't think it will be in the way of the conveyors. I guess down here, but that's not really... I guess I could take that conveyor over this way. Yeah, because it wouldn't interfere with this. Yeah, I think we'll go for here. Let's see if we can't. Let's put our wireframe on. Try to keep it down. Nope, I need a free. Oh, okay, we don't have a free one. All right. Well, can we building level? What do we have in here? No, they're just busy. Busy beavers. All right, so I'm going to try to, at some point here, when I know I got a bulldozer, as a matter of fact, you know what? Let's take this guy off of auto search. And, yeah, I don't know what you're working on, but let's cancel some of that. And, yeah, so you're already working on that. Yep, you're working on this one. I really want them to focus on working in here, and that's the problem I have with the auto search, is that they're building into here, which is great, but I really want to get the other construction office and supplies up here. And I know some people have always suggested that there we go. So we'll let them finish whatever those 3 roads are, and then kind of the same thing here. Like, I really want this town to get built. I don't want them focusing on this other stuff, right? So let's take them off of auto search for now. Cancel these 3. Yeah, and I'm fine with them working on all the roads in here, which is what I think those 4 are. So I just don't want them all the way down here yet. Like, let's get these people, getting more people living in this area is a big plus. So now, having said that, we're going to have people living right in this area. And where can we get another firehouse, since we failed on our other one? I don't know if we're going to do any better here with not having a bulldozer, but maybe we don't need one. Can we get one in the center? Not quite, but then we got those bus stops right there. Oh, look at that. Yeah, let's control, put it nice and square. All right, so that would cover a lot. I mean, they cover a big distance, but I'm really wanting to get one, up this way as well, even if it means building like I'm thinking if we get like a gravel road. This is a train station. Yeah, could we, well, there's train things here might interfere. Let's see, can we get it in? Because I could build a road off of like this area And then what do we, yeah, and that would let them, how are we getting over to this? Oh, this isn't even attached yet. Yeah, we got to get that attached. So we're not really done over here. We don't have electric over here either. I don't want to spend too much time, but firehouses and hospitals are oh, there we go. Yeah, look, we can get that guy in here. Can we get him? Come on. Yeah, I don't want to mess the footpaths up, but look at that. Yeah, I'm liking that. And then what I can do, since we're wealthy beyond, we are the greatest to ever live as far as the, yeah, you know what? This is just the greatest ever country in workers and resources. That's our new claim to fame. Yeah, you know what? Let me just see. Yeah, see, this is a loop around. So, yeah, let me do that a little bit more. Just a little closer than I would want. Yeah, let's come. All right, so they come out of the firehouse. They can go across here. Yeah, let's do this. Or do we just... Yeah, I kind of want to do this for some reason. Right, and then this road. Look, I'm even getting a little bit better at making windy roads. That's pretty close. All right, good. So now we'll be able to get in here and do construction. Plus, we'll have paved roads, which doesn't break my heart. Let's delete this little bit so it's not... Doesn't need to be an extra project. And you know what? I didn't go around and do that just yet either. Like sometimes I like to, you know, instead of this being 4 separate projects, because even if you're doing auto build of the roads, it's still just extra trips for all your guys. So I think I'm going to come in here and bust up a lot of these road projects. But there you go. We needed to get that done. We got 2 firehouses planned. We'll prioritize building this one, which... darn might be close enough to get them from here to here, but before we build too many of these houses, we'll make sure we plug up and into that one. All right, good. Yeah. So what are you guys working on now? Now the problem with undoing the auto thing, I'm gonna have to come up here and pay more attention. Asphalt plant can't produce asphalt. So what are we doing here now? Okay, you... okay, so you're trying to go to... prefab open storage. Oh, so you can't go to there. Why can't you get to there? Signaling? I think all this is signaled okay. Yeah, let's, this was, if you guys watched the last episode, I said, hey, why not just put them into here? All right, so we're going to go here, and this should be a chain in. This should be just a regular out. Yeah, that should be okay. No, just for the sake of, yeah, it's a little bit, it's sort of a little bit close. And let's see, so this should be an outie. Out. Though that is our construction path. Yeah, let's, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Gosh darn it. So let's... yeah, it's not going to reconnect that. Purchase that. Don't do that anymore. All right, so now you should be a chain signal in. Yeah, that's sort of all a mess. And then this, yeah, I really don't want much signaling on there. You would be out. You would be in. Yeah, I don't know why they can't get to this. Oh, because it's not electrified. Never mind. Oops. It's not electrified. All right, fine. Stop messing with it. Let's where the heck was he? Because he's causing everybody. I shouldn't have closed that. All right, get rid of this stop. All right, yeah, I'm not going to electrify all that right now. Yep, there you go. Spinning around. Go back to commit. No. Go to auto grad. You still have stuff on you, right? Yeah, he still has most of his stuff. Okay. So that one train, did that really cause all of... Yeah, because look, this train stopped there. Oh, yeah, we don't have enough signaling in here, do we? It's always something. Yeah, can we put that there? And right, this could go. Yep, and that's already signal. Yeah, so I just sort of missed signaling that. And then this guy really should be there. Yeah, this is sort of a problem. Right, yeah, so at least, yeah, we could get a jam up, but that will help a lot. Now this, what's going on here? Yeah, that's just sort of a mess until they get a little bit of traffic cleared out. But the good news is, look, traffic's clearing out nicely. Or at least, in theory, it is. Look at that, they fit in there perfect. Yeah, see, so it's cleared itself up. I think it's, yeah, look at that. Well, that's nice. It's nice to see them stacked up like this so well. Now that probably, yeah, whatever. It's we're all kind of good here. Yeah, now that's working as intended. Are we having a standoff here? Oh yeah, look at that. All right, so what I want to do is so the problem is we got it so jammed up here, this guy could get into here. Yeah, this almost needs to be a, we just can't have, this is unusual, so I'm just going to delete this. All right, and then this should be, no, what are you doing going that way? Why? Oh, because you're an oil train. Yeah, so you know what, let's delete that. Because you should head straight in there. I don't think you're gonna want to switch tracks, are you? All right, and so this, and then that, right? We flowed for a second. Part of the problem is, why are they all wanting to come in here? Is there, you know, like, and then, you know, on top of that, the problem is this crisscross. So let's get rid of that one so this guy can go on his way, I hope. Every train we own is down in here right now. Yeah, so I'll put that guy back. Yeah, this guy needs to not be in this signal. That'll help a whole lot. There you go. And that's a pretty massively long train. And here we go again, not on my list, fiddling with unexpected. Yeah, we need some people to Get the heck out of here. All that was caused because this didn't have enough signaling and it caused this whole thing to back up. There we go. Get on out of here, guys. All right, I hope we're in better shape. But there we go. So we got, well, no, you know what we didn't get? We didn't get a hospital. All right, so let's just go put our hospital in and then we'll turn around in a minute and see. Hospital, I could probably even do 2 hospitals. I really like this design of this city. Yeah, that's going to be, will it fit in that way? No, it's going to have to go like this way. We'll get like a, oh yeah, you know what? This is the kind of thing I want to delete carefully. Right? So that like we don't need these footpaths and all this other stuff messing us up when it comes to building. Plus, you know, now this thing can attach a little bit more gracefully, I think. Yeah, so there's one hospital. And then I'm thinking, yeah, maybe we have another one. Spin it around. Yeah, try to move it down this way as much as I can. I just kind of had you. I thought I had you. Okay, there you go. All right, so we'll have 2 hospitals, sort of. I think that'll be plenty of hospitals. We got the 1 university, and again, if it's not enough, I'm okay with that. But it'll also be good. Can a university? Well, we should end up with at some point 8,000 people over here. So good. So how are we doing? Are we clearing out, or at least moving as a general statement? And then why are you people? You know, we could probably use another. Let's put another set of signals in here, because I think one of the reasons they should we do 2? We're just going to do 1 for now. Right? So I think one of the reasons they didn't tend to go this way is because once this block was filled, they thought this was a better block to go on. There you go. So I think we're all cleared up. And as long as there isn't 8,000 trains sitting in there waiting to go, we should have enough capacity to get them all flowing out of there and flowing around. And all right, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to hold off on doing the electrical over here, and I'm going to have to come back and keep checking on that road. I really want this road to get done. What else okay, yeah, I'm okay with you working on that road a little bit, but now how about you? You're just, yeah, so now why can't you make asphalt? Was it just because we had such a traffic jam? We didn't have any workers? Yeah. At least I would guess that, because we have plenty of bitumen there. At least we do at this moment. Yep, sorry. So I'm going to declare that as probably okay. And we got Bricksville Fire Company. Good. Finally, something else. You know what? What are we at, 30 minutes in or so? Why don't we... I'd like to talk about another rail construction over here. And I was looking and thinking... we're going to come across, and I was just wondering, you know, I'm thinking that we could bring supplies into over here or over here. So let's design our little rail system and just get that done as far as getting this bridge out of here. You can see I sort of leveled off a fair amount. Let's get rid of, I don't know why I even put that hump in anymore. All right, so that should let us start pushing up over to here. Oops. Game save. Buildings are always catching fire, aren't they? All right, let's go to about here, and then we'll go across the bridge and see where it would make sense. I'm thinking we should tie in, you know, over here so that we're not interfering too much with this. Or do we tie in? Yeah, I mean, it might make sense. It doesn't really... I don't think we would ever send a train directly over to there from here. Now, can we get there? Oh, yeah, you know what? We could make this, rather than, like I talked about getting over to here to export stuff. You know what? It might make sense to do something like this. Right? Where we go around this way to get there. I don't want to design all that right this minute, but not crossing, not allowed. Okay, why don't you come in? Oh, there you go. I went too far. All right, so like that could eventually, let's take that back a little bit. That could eventually head out and be an export over there, which would mean that we would want to come off of this end here. Some of that's already built. Am I okay with that? Yeah, I think we want to cross the... Oops, let's delete that tool. I think we'd want to cross this fairly squarely. You know, let's just build the bridge. Meaning... Yeah, I think I would want to go up a little bit. I think it'll look better. Even though we'll never have it, you know. Yeah, see, we want to come kind of straight across like this. I think that would tend to look more natural, right? And then we'll have this turn. All right, so can we come from here? All right. And then this will be the sharper. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's not exactly at all what I started out thinking, but that's what happens. Try to be open-minded in life, right? It definitely, you know, your idea that you have right now may not be the best one ever. And if you're closed-minded, I think it only hurts you in that respect. All right, why did those trees... All right, so now we're tied together there, which means that rail construction over there could probably help us pretty well. And then, yeah, I'm thinking we just, okay, you don't like that, but we can, we need a free excavator. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Not really. Yeah, but we'll need one if we want to go straight across here. Look at that. It's getting laggy when I'm doing that. Yeah, that's a lot of... Yeah, you know, I'm going to get rid of this just because... Yeah, we're just going to get rid of that. So in the future, we will build this over here and we'll have this and then... Yeah, that rail construction's all the way up there, but he can help. It won't hurt that he starts building a bridge or something. And then what I'm thinking of is, yeah, where would we actually build a rail construct? Probably here would be the closest to these supplies. And if we ever wanted to build going that way, we, you know, now the problem is would we be better off? Yeah, I think we might be better off actually over here. And we need to build all of these tracks as well. Yeah, I mean, would we even be better off here and then just... I mean, I need to think about trying to get this going. Like here, we'd have a road, but then by the time we started building all the way down here, it'd be too far away. I guess we could build another one up here. Yeah, it's sort of a debate. Well, let me Let me cut the video for a minute and think about this, where I would put it. I also need to take a short break for personal reasons, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have time paused for a minute, and I went and leveled out an area right in here. I'll show you everything else I just did too. But let's see. I'm not even sure after all. Well, it wasn't that much leveling, but after the leveling, I'm not even sure if this will really fit in here that well. Yeah, see, so I'm picturing that we would put this guy here, but then I need to get... Yeah, can I get this... Maybe I have to come down this way more. I'd like to get a road cargo station. Yeah, I might have to... Let's squeeze them over towards that road if I can a bit more. So in other words, can we get a... I'd like to get the aggregate loading. If we can't, we can't. And then we have to get that road out of there as well. Yeah, this... Yeah, we're hitting the road. Let's just see if we can't... Yeah, that road's not going to get out of there, is it? Let's make sure there's enough room to get the road out. Here, I should zoom in for you guys. In other words, the road... Well, yeah, we need the road just to build the darn thing. It's kind of... Yeah, it was a pretty slow process. I did a combination of building and road leveling, all the tricks in the book to get this leveled pretty well. All right, so let's see. Can we get this... there? And then I think the thing I'm most concerned with is this road. Oops, now we need roads. Road cargo station. Yeah, see, that's going to be right. And then can we get it actually connected? It would have to be more out this way, but then I'm worried about... yeah, this is... what do I want? I want conveyors, I think. Let's see. Let's just see what it looks like to get... Not conveyors. This kind of conveyor. Truck aggregate unloading. See, I could get this guy in... there, maybe? I don't want to... All right, so that would be that. And then let's see if we can get a road out. It could just be a gravel road. You know what? This is kind of good anyway, because... Can you turn yellow for me? Not enough yellow. Yeah, I need to level that down a bit, don't I? Because we didn't have a way to get in to build this train station anyhow, so. There you go. Really? You still don't like that? No, not enough to go green, huh? All right, well, that's green. So that gives me an idea where we could put this if we can get it in there at all. So let's delete that. And yeah, so we could get this guy there. Is that better? Looks better. Yes. It's ugly, but I like ugly if it works. In that particular case, yeah, we're not going to get back to there, but that's all right. Just sort of construction roads, right? So now we got a way to build this train station. Yeah, I didn't really consider that, did I? With these other... Well, I think the other train stations are connected for that. So anyway, so now we should be okay to take this guy out of there and that one into there, so we'd have two tracks coming in and out. And then if you look, This one, these trains could go this way for construction purposes, and they can go this way for construction purposes, right? So they could come down here, and then this is a loop around, so they'll be able to come back and actually construct this part. But they could also go on either track. I'll probably end up putting a signal in here, right? So that sort of separates these two tracks from each other. And, you know, we'll probably, well, we'll just have to see how well it works. But that will separate those. And then they could come down here. And I made this construction loop around so that they could come in this way and start building down here. Or they can come in this way. And so they should be able to build all of this track. You know, I'm not going to worry about this until we can get that leveled a little better maybe, or future plans compared to Bricksville plan. And then this one will come around here, right? And they can build into here. They can also go both ways over here, right? So they can build everything except for this little part, but so they'll build, you know, they can build this whole loop, which is, this loop is the passenger loop to get people over here. I know this is probably all hard to see, but I've also got it, you know, like they can come in this way, they could build this, but they can also attach to this loop coming in here, right? So they can go this way and build the rest of this loop, which goes all the way down here, turns around and comes back, right? So they can, at least they can get to that, even if it's not perfect. And or they could come this way and build up this way onto that track, right? So they can get all of this loop done. So and that loop is our coal loop, one end of our coal loop anyway. But they could also come in here and build these bridges and get over here and build this passenger loop that takes passengers to our power plants. I know this is probably impossible to follow. It's in my head. I know I thought it through and it works. So if you look at it, they can kind of get at all of this stuff more or less one way or the other. So I think that hits all the trains. Now, one issue is this right here, right? See how we can't really get into there at this point. And part of the problem is this train station is just right there. So if I try to build this track, you know, I try to get it as close as I can. It tells me, you know what, I could probably, say it's just too sharp. Can I? Then it says crossing not allowed. So I can come up, like say start here, and it lets me attach this way. So even though that'll be a bit awkward, they could come down and build all the way around and then come back. Does that make sense? And then when I tried to do this one, it just kept yelling at me for, and even when I tried to like do the opposite, oh wait, there we go. Oh, okay, I must have misunderstood. So hopefully that connects up. There we go, good. They can get on either side of that one now. All right, so they can come out of here. They can get this end of this is the passengers that go up to the coal mines. And then this loop, which is like here, is the ones that go to ore processing. This one goes to coal mines, these ones right here that I'm turning yellow. And they can switch over and go do this way. So they're probably going to end up having to auto purchase these two pieces of track here. But guess what? I'm doing the best I can to get it all legit. So there they go. So they can get up into here. And then when it comes to, this is the coal loop, they can tie in here and catch the rest of the coal loop a little more directly. And that's these three. So they can get to all three of these main tracks, I guess you could call it, into these different areas up here. The passengers, the coal loop, the two passenger loops, the coal loop, and the other passenger loop. So I think at this point, this one train depot could get to it all. And then the other positive thing is that it's not terribly far from our supplies over here. So we can get a couple trucks in there. And that's where you just watched me build where we'd have road cargo and then we'd, go in. Now the other problem that I didn't just do is, oh, look at that. Boy, I got lucky there, didn't I? Okay. Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But there you go. So let's get time playing again now that I described all that. So there we go. We've got the possibility of train construction taken care of. And I think the last really outstanding thing that I'm not going to worry about at this moment is electricity. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll just worry about enough electricity to get all of this fired up, right? We want to be able to get... Yeah, let's zoom in on... See if that place makes any sense. What I want to make sure I do is catch this building, whatever that is. Oops, let's zoom out. Right, and I guess I would prefer it. I don't know where. Oh, is that a road? Yeah, that's the end of a road right there, isn't it? Can't really see, but I'm catching that building. I'm catching all the buildings down this end. Is that connecting? I can't really see. No, but I think it didn't because I... Oh, that's a building. That's not a... Well, that's why it's not connected. That's fine. Let's try that again. So I know if I put it right here, I should connect to everything. Can I catch that road right there? Yeah, you know what? Probably just go straightish this way. Right, probably need to delete a little bit of this. And then this could, I think, just be a dirt road. No, you don't like that? Can I delete a little bit of, oh, delete the whole thing. Yeah, it doesn't like that, but you know what? I can do this and that. There, cool. All right, so now let's go back to power. And then, yeah, you just need to come from right here, which shouldn't be too bad. Well, you're going to cover this whole south end, so I don't think it matters too much. They can always crisscross, but make it look a little decent. All right, you can just come straight there. Good, so at least we'll have power to this, which will get our construction going, and then we can worry about it. I want to go check on the rest of the map real quick, see if there's anything else, but that's good. We made another little step forward towards that, and a big one, because this is where we're going to do all our construction from, and will that hit the firehouse, I wonder? Yeah, you know what, that's no doubt. So we'll have power to our firehouse, we'll have people in here, we'll have rail construction all powered up, we'll have... Yeah, we'll be in good shape for getting people living in here and being relatively happy. That should definitely catch our shopping center and whatever else, hospital, if we want to get the people a hospital right away. Let's turn off the wireframe. Good. All right. Time is playing. How are you guys doing? You are still working on those same roads, but I had time power. You know, let's commit to things. All right. And then... roads, commit to them, commit to that, and I think that, and electrical, kind of touched it all the normal things anyway. There, good. So what are you guys working on? Are you, yeah, I really just want you to work on this road mostly, not that one. Source of workers is empty. It's not a good sign. Okay. So there we go. That's another thing off the list. Rail construction, Bricksville. Good. That feels good. Now, the other thing we could probably start doing, now that we did that, is seeing about getting... Yeah, if these guys were to come in and work on this... I think nobody else should be using this track, so I think what we want to do, and I'm just gonna auto purchase this, like on the other side of this, oops, this guy here, we'll just get as short as possible a little rail thing, which really price funded from Rubles, 216,000. All right, let's Go back and commit to that. Really? That seems like a lot of money. Yeah, 113,000 and 113,000. But what that lets us do is send them in and out, I hope, on the right track. And we want this to be two-way, two-way, two-way. And you can be a regular signal back out. All right, so that should force them to go in the right direction on that track. Not that they wouldn't have anyway, which means, let's see, I think I may have decommissioned this partially, right? No, we got all the vehicles still here. But we don't have any construction cranes. All right, where can we... Yeah, this guy, if there's any in here. Nope. I was going to say he could. There's no rail construction around this way. These guys probably don't have anybody. Oh no, there's two in here. Yeah, is there any reason I would do rail construction? No, not that I couldn't just switch back. Yeah, so let's get these two heading over to here. All right, and then we'll assign this to this and this, and then they should start. Now we don't have any prefab panels in here. Why don't we have any prefab panels? Probably because I never built a road. Oh, you know what? Did our rail cargoes? Ah, we did. Look at that. We might have lost some trucks. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bummer. Do we not have any fire service here? Or we didn't maybe? Or it just takes too long to get... I mean, you would think he could get there from here. I mean, he's certainly in the coverage area, so I don't know. Maybe we didn't have people there at that moment. All right, so let's see if we can... It might be a pain to get this guy back in here. Let's see if we could just plop him back in. Yeah, see, it's going to fight me because that road is in place. Even though I don't know how the heck I would have ever... I'm pretty sure this is what we had. Oh, there we go. Good. Yeah, the game's finicky, but not impossible. And as you get better at it... Yeah, now, this may be a problem. Oh, there we go. Alright, so... And then... Right, well, I guess that you could definitely consider this my fault, so I'm going to go ahead and take these guys and tell them to start building that. Alright, so we won't have supplies in here. Well, you know, yeah, we can... Let's see, who's our vehicles? Let's shrink something so we can see them all. Lumber, fuel... Buses. We've had buses driving back and forth here, dropping off people for no reason, huh? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so that's the, yeah, road. Why don't we have two cranes heading over here? Alright, so we need to go find... I think at one point I had a flatbed. Yeah, look, this guy... What, did he lose his... He flew. Yeah, so then this guy would send bricks over there. So then we would need steel open hauls coming up to here. And I think what I can do is just get them running back and forth for the moment. And at least get the thing going. So let's put that, get rid of that, and say, now I don't want you to go to Itupaflu anymore. I want you to come to here. Just go directly to here for the moment and get some prefab panels. can't have you waiting here. But I can... Nah, I don't want you waiting either place. So this is going to be pretty inefficient. But we'll get him started bringing prefab panels up. And then this guy can do the bricks, which he's already got. And this guy, you know what? You can go right to there. You're full of stuff. So then this guy, same kind of deal, except he'll go wherever the bricks are, same place. And then he'll come up to here. And again, he can't wait either. But we can get him started. And then yes, you go to this guy first because you already have bricks in you. So then we need to get some steel open halls. I think I'm going to go grab 2. Do we have open halls down in here? We might as well use them up. Yes. Looks like we have plenty of gravel trucks. Alright, so you're going to go... And then we do have a boards truck that's already sitting there. Yeah, we'll get 2 steel ones. It's a lot of work for what's almost, well, not temporary, but it's a lot of setting this up. Unload steel. Oops. Start. Good. All right, so we should be working on at least some railroad tracks into Bricksville, and then hopefully I'll remember to, when we get that built, we'll go back in there and check out, make sure he's doing his thing as far, well, we'll get those trucks to where they can sit in here and just sort of wait. And they're not going too far for supply, so we should be in pretty good shape. A little bit of a waste of fuel, but they got a gas station right here and right here, so they should be good on being as efficient as inefficiently possible. And there we go. So we'll get this guy. Yeah, why does it seem like you're not getting much done? Well, I don't know. And how about you? Are you getting this road done? No. But we're kind of out of time for the episode. And yeah, I mean, we're not complaining about anything. Let's go take one final last look at 2 things. Are we getting some cars? And we'll deal with this mostly in the next episode, but we'll at least investigate. Are we getting cars? Oh yeah, look, we got cars. Now, are we getting people? Oh, look at that. So look, we got 20 people working there. So what I'm going to do, let me pause it. So I lied again. Not lied, but changed my mind again that quickly. Let's take all of the people out of here and put them into there. Demolish this building. Right, because they're just polluted anyway. Yep, demolish that building. No one lives there. 48 people decide to live here. Yeah, I'm not sure if it matters. We'll just put you all into this one. So yeah, maybe the cars, at least certainly in this, oops, yeah, we can demolish this one. Let's play time again. And then we can get our bulldozer. Well, let's get the road pathy deletey tool, or footpathy. I didn't mean to. Kind of messed that up. And then in this particular case, you got to be careful anyway with all of that. And then just because I don't think it'll hurt, we'll put that guy there. Yeah, I don't know. I think they can get wherever they had to go without that. We'll just build that for 17,000. All right, there we go. So now, yeah, that house is connected. Yeah, so they should be able to get over to the parking lot, and we're just sort of letting anybody who wants a car. So hopefully Yeah, we got 20 people there, and we got cars in the parking lot, and that's the big goal, one way or the other. And we got those people out of the pollution zone, so hopefully that's a good thing. And then the last thing I want to check before we end, and we'll keep an eye on that as well, make sure it keeps working. But how are we doing with the whole... Yeah, we got a lot of students in the auditorium. I guess I should really get an idea of the numbers. You know, over here, as far as... Yeah, but I'm not seeing a lot of university-educated people. So I'm hoping this works out. 2, yeah, like we're just not 1... But we have some, right? If it wasn't working at all, we wouldn't have any. Does that make... Right? Because, like, you know, how else would they be getting educated unless they were just moving out of certain houses into others? So it's very low, but we have a few people in each house. So let's just see what happens by the next episode or whatever. And same thing here, right? And like I've never really had... Yeah, look, we got 1, 2. So we got a few. Like we haven't really been playing time that much with the pausing for the rail construction thing. And then, yeah, do we have enough teachers? Yeah, for the minute, but we're getting on the borderline. So let's see if this works, right? We certainly are pumping out quite a few students as a general statement. So it seems to be working. And then how are we doing here? Yeah, 17, 29. Now they've been over here for longer, right? As far as... But we don't have a ton of people here. And how many plus 21s? Yeah, we probably... Well, we're just... At some point I need to find out which towns. Like I know we took some people out of Kameen. And we'll let some more flow into here naturally. Right, maybe we'll even deliberately... I don't know how far they actually will move. You know, is that too far? Like if I just take some people out of there, and is this all jammed up? Yeah, so let's just take... That should force them to, you know, to reorganize a bit more living over here. Now, I'm just looking. I probably want to get a footpath. Right. And yeah, let's just do one like this. Now, what are you guys? Are you still working on anything over here? No. Let's get you assigned to the footpaths you can do. And yeah, that's built. Okay, this isn't built. There we go. So we'll keep them. What is this? Oh, that's another house. Okay. Must have designed that or put that, you know, down a long time ago. Quite a long, decades ago. And never built it. All right, so there we go. So that should at least, you know, even them out. And look, we got some houses down here. So Muscal, yeah, let's make sure there's no people. No, good. No people for now, because that'll be good, though. So probably in the beginning of the next episode, let's see what we come up with between episodes, or if you guys have comments about fixing other things. I'll definitely listen to those first. But, you know, we could definitely get these guys building a few more flats on this side. Do we have... Yeah, these are just houses. So we have a school, kindergarten. Yeah, we have everything built that they're going to need. Yeah, that's all right. That's fine. We got plenty planned, and I think that probably is what we'll do in the beginning of the next episode. But let me see. We also have this whole clothing thing to get going as well. Did we build this? No, but we should probably assign more roads to be built. No, we can't, because this one's not done. He's out there rollering it. Is this one done? Yeah, this one could be assigned. All right, and as soon as we get that done, then we can assign this to be built. We'll have electricity over here. Did we do power lines to this? No, I guess not. All right, well, we'll get that done too. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Take care of yourselves. If you have, have questions or comments, it'll be these episodes, the last this one and the last one were back to back, so I'll get to your comments before Wednesday's episode, which would be 181, the next episode. So, all right, guys. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.